Hey everybody, Lee from PcjunkieMods here. So today, as you can see, I'm playing on the desk here. Battlefield seems to run great. We did a little demoing with Battlefield, Black Flag, Crisis 3. We played a couple other games too. Some aren't so optimized for the surround. But anyway, so I know this video is long overdue, so I figured we'd get this underway. Everything seems to be, I think I've ironed out all the glitches, finally. So I'm excited to be, I've been playing on it now for, I think since LANFest, which was, I think about a month now. So I've been just trying to get everything optimized and everything set up, my storage system set up. I'll go over all the spec and all that stuff so I can show you everything. Let me go ahead and back out of the game here. Just kind of wanted to show you. So yeah, so I know a lot of people have asked me a lot of questions about what is the purpose of the media server, how can you access the media server, okay? So I'm going to do a quick demo and show you what's going on here. So I got my gaming keyboard, got my gaming mouse over here, and I got some other cool toys, I got my headset, whatever. But then over here I got this, this wireless keyboard mouse combo. So what this is for is, my monitor does have a multiple input here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you, I'll go over to the server side just to show you where we're at here. So a lot of people asked, well, you know, how do you access it, how do you do whatever. Basically it's on the network, so as long as you have a home group set up and it's part of the home group, then I can access the server storage at any given time. And as a matter of fact, I already have everything set up. This computer, my gaming computer, my workstation, and my wife's computer, they all back up to the server. So now, as you can see over here, the server side is on the monitor, and what I have on the monitor on the screen right now is I went ahead and did an AutoDisk benchmark, and with the AutoDisk benchmark, my read and writes are some crazy numbers. The numbers are, for the read, I get, I think at one time I got 2100 megabytes per second. That's what, 2.1 gigs. And then for the write, even faster, it was at 1.3.3, so 3363 megabytes a second. Now, those are some crazy numbers because my SSDs over here aren't even getting those numbers. I think the biggest thing is that what I've done is I've made a few changes to the desk because I had a lot of problems with the RAID. Some of those problems were the RAID kept falling apart. I didn't choose the best hard drives for my RAID. And then I ended up changing the power supply. I went from a 450 to a 600, which I think was actually causing most of the problems. Because basically I'd build the RAID, I'd dump a bunch of files. I have this 800 gig file, so I'd take it, dump it on there, and in 5 seconds the RAID would fall apart. So I'd have to wait for it to rebuild. I spent this last part of the month pretty much trying to get the RAID working right. It's been working now for about a week, and it's been pretty solid. I've actually replaced 2 drives because I thought the drives were bad. Turns out they're not. And I even changed the RAID card. So now I have an LSI controller or an Intel controller in there, not the Adaptec RAID card. The other side is still running the Adaptec RAID card, but I recently added a BBU, which is a battery backup for the Intel controller, and it actually gave me a speed boost because now the caching, there's no problem because it will be backed up. So finally, I'm able to actually put stuff on there, and just to give you an idea of how much stuff I've already got on there, let's take a look. Because I do have an SSD for the OS, and then I have the storage. So the storage is 10.9 terabytes. It is in a RAID 10 with 128 kilobyte stripe, and so basically a RAID 10 is mirror and performance, redundancy and performance. So I get the speed, plus I get the ease of mind that all my data is protected. Right now I have 7.75 terabytes free of 10.9 terabytes, so that's a little over 2 terabytes already eaten up, and I think I still need to back up the workstation, so that may eat up a little bit because I'm actually going to be starting a new project soon. It'll be a new server, so we'll talk about that more later or in a different video. But So one of the things is videos have been kind of slow. My buddy Dwight is real busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on, and I've had a lot of projects that have been up in the air, and I've been here, I've been there. I should be getting a new camera soon. Hopefully when I get the new camera, maybe we can get some more videos going, I'm hoping. So bear with me. So let's talk about the desk. So I had to do a couple different things to my desk because it is a non-retail. This one is a prototype. I think I talked about that in the beginning. Right now, because my garage slants, it's sitting on a piece of what is that, 1/2 inch by 4 inch piece of wood. Reason being is it actually brought it up, so now it's level. If I put a marble on here, it's not going to take off rolling downhill. And then I also have a R-seat monitor stand behind it that I actually used for a demo. I picked it up from rseat.com and or is it .net? I can't remember. But I picked it up for a racing demo. I demoed this at LandFest with the stand and a racing seat in front of it. I will be modifying that stand because I want to bring the monitors up some more. I feel they're too close to the desk, not high enough. And once I modify them, I'll actually add in a 4th monitor for, you know, like an auxiliary monitor or whatever. What else did I do to this thing? Oh, I also had to make a brace from the bottom leg on the right hand side up to the top corner over here to knock out the sway. This desk used to have a lot of sway in it because these are, like I said, prototype legs, so the legs weren't as sturdy as the retail. The retail, there's like no sway at all. I'm actually going to redo the brace. I'm going to take it from one long brace to two pieces, so it'll go from each leg up to the center area. That will finish off the desk completely. I mean, for now it's done because I'm playing on it, I'm doing my thing, I'm working from it. I listen to my music here, I watch movies and stuff like that. So, you know, to me it's done. But when I get time, because I got a lot of projects going on, I'll go ahead and make those 2 braces. Alright, so let's go over here and look at the server. A little bit about the server, pretty basic. I mean, the temps, what you see for the temps being in the 30s right now, that's with the fans on 60%. So that's like 1200 RPM, somewhere around there. Everything in this desk, fan-wise, is controlled from Aquero. The Aquero is powered from the gamer side, so when the gamer is off, whatever was the last setting in my Poweradjust stays in the Poweradjust. So if it was at 60%, it'll be at 60%. When I fire up the gamer, because there's that you know, where your fans ramp up. Well, when I fire up the gamer, all the fans ramp up, even the server side, because of the fact that it's that beginning power cycle. Once the gamer's up and running, or it gets to the point where the fans come back out and mellow out, so does the server side. Now, so the temps pretty much don't change. When it's cold in here, it drops down below 30, but like right now it's at 31C. So what the server is doing is basically nothing. It just kind of hangs out, backs up my Cronus backs up to the server, and then my kids, when they want to watch a movie, or I want to watch a movie or whatever, I just access it from a different computer. So it doesn't, I could have probably put like a single core processor in here and something simple, you know, but I had the processor laying around and I bought a board, so what the heck, right? So basic spec in here is, it has an i7 4770K, it has 8 gigs of Dominator Platinum RAM, it has an Asus Deluxe Z97 motherboard at ITX, and it has I don't know the model number on the Intel RAID card, but I think it's a 080 something, it ends in 080. And then I have 8 3TB Barracudas from Seagate. That pretty much covers spec on that side. All the cables are sleeved. The power supply is the Silverstone SFX600, and then it has a 360 radiator for the CPU block, which is an EK block, Primo Chill fittings, and Hardware Labs. Shoot, I can't remember the big fat one. Black Ice. I think it's a Black Ice GT or GTX or something like that. But good rad. Plenty of airflow through it. You can use low flow fans. And then the reservoir is the Primo Chill D5 enabled CTR res. And then I also have a bunch of stuff that was sponsored by Performance PCs. Hank was kind enough to send me a bunch of random fittings that I needed to finish off the desk. 90s, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of bits power fittings. And then I also have a combo drive on the front. Basically has my 120 gig Intel 520 series SSD with a DVD drive all in one slot, and then it has USBs on it. So I try to keep it that side simple because of the fact that it's no maintenance system. It's just going to run. So let's go ahead and move over to the gaming side. So I'm going to give you a spec. So I mean, if you can't follow along with the spec, or I missed something or whatever, I'll go ahead in the description and I'll put the spec of both systems, and I'll label them server side and gaming side, so that way you can check it out, or if you have any questions. So I have a dual shotgun CTR res here. It is from Primo Chill. It has dual D5 pumps on it. I'm gonna just move my keyboard out of the way here. And then as far as hardware goes, right now it currently has the Asus P9X79 WS motherboard, and then 3 GTX Titan Blacks, the Intel 4960X, 32 gigs of Dominator Platinum RAM. The speed is 1866, and I think I failed to mention the other side. It might be 1600 or 1866, can't remember. Then also I have 8 Intel 730 series 480 gig SSDs. What am I missing? And then I have a Blu-ray player that's wired in all the way over here to this side. And then as far as the power supply goes, I have a Enermax Platimax 1300, I think it is, or 1250, something like that. And then the sleeving is Korbra sleeving, which is a sister company of Primo Chill. And like I said, as far as the water cooling parts go, the Waterblocks are all EK backplates, EK CPU block. Then I got the cool new Nvidia Geforce SLI bridge 3-way. Then some more black ice rads, and I made a custom, I showed you guys in earlier videos or other mod that it was actually in, custom SSD bracket. So that, I mean, that pretty much wraps up the hardware. The system runs great. I've already done multiple changes to the water configuration right around this area. I ended up getting rid of the flow indicators because of the fact that I went with more of a solid color, so you can't even see it spinning. My flow indicator for now is my air bubble that's moving around in there, and then I actually changed the layout here, which in the front section I went to 90s with fills on each individual part of the reservoirs. Reason being is it seemed to, the way I originally had it, it didn't want to fill up correctly. It was too complicated to fill with just one in on the dual res. So I actually separated that. So I mean, for the most part, I think that about covers all the hardware. And then also I had my buddy Thomas over at White Light Laser made me a cool little bracket for the Geforce logo, which is wired in to the video cards. Alright, so the only other thing I got is that I wanted to talk about was the lighting kit that I got from my buddy Bob over at BS Mods. It's I mean, you could do any color with it, and for 35 bucks shipped, you can't beat it. So I'll go ahead and show you, give you a little light demo, and then you know, that pretty much wraps it up. So once again, thanks for bearing with me on this journey of building the desk. Usually when I do personal stuff, it takes a little bit longer because of the fact that I do have client builds and I have contracts with the companies that I have to do. So those always take priority over anything that's personal. The next personal system that will be coming up that I'll actually do a video tutorial on will be my server build. The server build will be going in, hopefully going into a big old XPS Dell chassis. I'm hoping that the Z10PE D8 WS motherboard from Asus will fit, and if it fits, then it should be a pretty epic build. Once again, thanks for watching my video. Until next time.